Hey guys, this is my review for Brian Banks. As you know, it's well, you might not know. I don't know, because I've heard of it when it happened, and I didn't know they were making a movie. Then I saw it, I was like, oh, I gotta see this. So my aunt, she was like, take me to go see that. And I was like, okay, cool. And y'all know I love stuff about people's lives, the stuff that they went through. I love seeing movies like that. So I already knew I was gonna enjoy it. It was way better than I expected, because I expected it to be a good movie because I enjoy these type of movies. But it was a really great movie. But Brian Banks, it stars. We have Melanie Liebert. I had to write everything down because I didn't have like a little phone or anything. So I got notes. Notes. They're good for everything. But Melanie Liebert, I think I said it right. She was from This Is Us, Game of Thrones, Dark Matter. She plays Karina in the movie, which is like a friend of his that he meets during the movie. Also, we have Tiffany DuPont, who plays Alyssa, and she's with Misty Smith, and they're both Justin, who is the lawyer for the California Innocence Project. They're his like main assistants. But Misty Smith plays Marilyn, who's one of the assistants, and then the other assistant is played by Tiffany DuPont, who is Alyssa. She's from Star, Proven Innocent, and 911. Justin Brooks is played by Greg Kinnear. Justin, the lawyer, he's from House of Cards, Anchorman 2, a lot of other stuff. I know that name. I just didn't know a lot of stuff he was from. The director, the movie's directed by Tom Shadyac. Shadyac, I think that's his name. He did a great job directing this type of movie, like a serious movie, because all of his credits are like Nutty Professor, Bruce and Evan Almighty, Liar Liar, Ace Ventura, Pet Detective. So he has a lot of like comedy, but he did a great job doing a movie like this. Also in the movie, the mom is played, Brian Banks' mom is played by Sherry Shepard. And also wanted to say I hope I say this name right, but the main girl from the movie that it was about, her name is Kanisha Rice. She's played by Zosha Rockmore. She did a great job. For what I heard from the true story is they kept it pretty true to how dense and how much of a like terrible person the girl was, and how she didn't really have any remorse about it. I guess in real life she really was like that, and I feel like Zosha played the part of Kanisha Rice well. Even though she had to be a villain and an unlikable character, she made you dislike that girl, and she did a great job, and she definitely deserves credit for that. So hopefully she can be in more stuff, showing off her chops. But also, the main actor in the movie that plays Brian Banks is Aldous Hodge. So Aldous Hodge he was MC Ren in Straight Outta Compton. He was in Hidden Figures. He's been around for a while. Him and Greg Kinnear had like 70 plus credits for acting. Like they've been around for a minute. He doesn't look like he's been around for a minute. But he also, Aldous Hodge is Corey Harris from NBA 2K19. So he's a character that is like your friend in 2K in the story mode. So that's why I was like, I know I've seen this guy before. But he did an amazing job as Brian Banks. I feel like the movie was like, it's not the greatest, but it was great for its part. Also, Morgan Freeman's in the movie as well. He has little small parts, but he's not really in it. So the whole story from the movie's perspective of Brian Banks is he was 16 years old. He was a football player. He was a star. He was going to go to college and scholarships and then go off to the NFL because he was that good. And what happened is this girl, he went to this place where people usually go at the school to make out and stuff. And so he was making out with this girl, and then somebody came, so he kind of stopped. And so the girl, for whatever reason, I guess she was embarrassed, this and that, blah, blah, blah. Someone kind of talked to her, blah, 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 afterwards. And so it spiraled out of control into them kissing for a little bit. Nothing happened. And I guess all the embarrassment and everything that happened, she ended up being coerced into, because she was young too, she ended up being coerced into telling the people that he had sexually assaulted her. And from what the movie establishes, which I don't know if this is real life, but eventually at some point, like they just stuck with the lie, because I think they were gonna get paid like $1.5 million. And so she was basically like, her lawyer and stuff was like, don't say anything, like blah blah blah, don't tell the truth. I think her story changed every time she told it, but it was more of a situation that the court didn't really care to get it right. And he ended up going, I think he was sentenced for 11 years. I think he served 6 years and then 5 years probation, I think. But what happened is his lawyer was bad too, public defender or whatever, I would assume. But she was basically like, yeah, take the plea deal, blah, blah, blah. Don't talk to anybody, just do it. That's the best thing to do. You know, he's 16. He takes the plea deal because she tells him not much is going to happen. And the judge is like, bam, 11 years, no parole or something like that. And he's like, whoa, what's going on? So the movie itself is mainly, it touches on what happened, but it's mainly about the fact that everyone knows, in the movie at least, everybody knows he's innocent. He just has to prove his innocence. And so it's the movie is going about proving the fact that he's innocent to a system that's designed to not really overturn situations like that. And it's not easy for him to prove that. And it's kind of hard because he's living a life as a convict and like a sex offender. He has to register as a sex offender and this and that, but he's truly innocent. Like, he didn't do anything, and he has to prove that. So that's what the movie's about. The movie was really good. It was sad at a lot of parts. I cried a lot in the movie. There's a bunch of different parts where I cried because it was really good. Like, it was tough, and like, it was a situation of like, it's different when it's like you got to try to prove you're innocent, and like nobody believes that you're innocent. Like, everybody knew that was messing. Like, everybody that was helping him knew he was innocent. They just didn't know how to prove it to the judges and stuff that they're innocent. So there's a lot of good messages in this movie. One, I tell people a lot all the time, like, people are too focused on like the system and the familiarity of situations, and instead of looking deep down into handling the situation as people, we're just like, oh, well, this is what always happens. Nobody ever does that. Kind of like the situation with the football, when the Saints, that pass interference that wasn't called, and how everybody was arguing like it's in the rule book that if they want to, they can replay the game. They can go do this again. It's mainly like situations like that. Like, you can do it, and it's possible for you to do it. People just either are too lazy or they just don't care enough to do it. And that's really how a lot of the law works. There's a lot of people who, there's situations where there's room for interpretation. There's room to make choices outside of the normal, but people don't do it because they don't want to be the outlier. They don't want to do what's taboo. So it was a good message. There's a bunch of other good messages in the movie. I'm not going to ruin it for you. You need to watch it. It's definitely a watch it. Definitely worth it, especially if you like learning about people's lives. But I enjoyed the movie a lot. Hope you guys do too. Thank you guys so much for your time and support. I'm still trying to figure out the thing with the thumbnails, and then I'm going to do I'm going to put everybody who was a subscriber before at the 50 subscriber mark, put all their names into the little thing and try to have it pick one winner and then do the $50 and then pick another winner for the movie and everything. So I'm gonna try to get all that worked out together too. But thank you guys so much for your continued time and support. I truly appreciate it. Don't forget to like, dislike, comment, share, subscribe. Also in the movie is Dorian Mizik. So if you don't know, I know I've seen him before, but Dorian Mizik is actually Simone Mizik's husband. And Simone Mizik is Misty Knight. So she plays Misty Knight in Luke Cage, Iron Fist. Hopefully those shows continue on Hulu. I heard rumors about that. But definitely, his wife is amazing. She plays Misty Knight. She got a robotic arm beating up people as a cop. Check him out in his movies as well. I was like, I know I've seen him before. And that's where he's from.